Dylan Brewing Company here in Whitewater for UW-Whitewater Quarterback Club and Cool 106.5 Coaches Show. A couple of quick things before we get to our guest here this evening. We do have an opportunity if you'd like to ask the coach a question, either head coach Kevin Bullis or maybe Soup when he comes up later on in the program. Angela has some paper here and she'll field the questions for you and we can use those later on in the program. Also want to remind everyone that the Wally and Rod's raffle and public auction will be coming up a week from Saturday at 6:30 at the University Center, Hamilton Room. Doors will be opening up at 5 for the event. Admission is $10 per person, includes food, beverage, and a raffle ticket as well. We'll talk more about that with Coach Bullis when he rejoins us later on in the program. It's the big fundraiser for both the football, men's basketball, and baseball teams as well. As our program continues this evening, I'd like to introduce our student athlete this evening, Dylan Morang. Dylan, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Dylan has really kind of blossomed this year, not only as a defensive back, starting defensive back for the team, but he's also a return man. We'll talk about the return deal duties in just a moment here, Dylan, but first of all, there was a lot of questions about the defense coming into the season with the loss of Brady Grable, Marcus McGlynn, and so on and so forth. But from my vantage point, it looks like you guys, and I know you played a lot last year in nickelback situations and coming in and rotations, I think you guys have played pretty solid this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, coming here to Whitewater, everyone knows there's going to be that competition, your ability to compete, and, you know, when it's your time, you got to make the most of it and be able to step up and make plays if you can.
And you made you made a big play late in that ball game in Oshkosh over the weekend.
Yeah, you know, I'm just trying to do what I can for the team. You know, I know a lot of guys count on us out there, especially in the secondary. You know, we're the last line of defense when it comes down to it. But at the same time, it's not just me making that play. It's, you know, the front seven and the D lineman getting pressure on the quarterback. You know, hurrying his throw and not allowing him to put it where he wants to. So, you know, it's truly a team effort out there.
To follow up on your comment about, you know, getting your opportunity to play and working for that, how much of a motivation does that serve as when you're maybe behind a couple guys on the depth chart and you're trying to make your way to that starting line?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, starting my sophomore year and my junior year, you know, behind Brady and Marcus both, throughout the summer, through the spring, you know, you're working for that because as you see last year, you never know when your moment's going to come, because last year Marcus went down, so I was starting in that, I think it was the the quarterfinal game, and I had to come in and, you know, essentially play that whole game. So you just got to prepare like you're the starter, so when that chance does come, you're ready.
As you mentioned, you've had a lot of experience in the defensive backfield. How did the return game come about for you?
It's something I've always enjoyed doing, you know, back in high school, and just getting out there and pregame and practice and be able to catch punts and kicks. And something I like doing, I enjoy kind of that pressure that's on you. So, and you know, you get a chance to make the plays as well. So.
Is that something that you volunteered for, or was it something the coaching staff saw in you that made them select you to be a return man?
I think it's a little bit of both. We have, you know, beginning of fall camp or in the spring, they'll let us have some guys go back there to try to, you know, who can catch punts, who can catch kicks, who can, you know, see the blocks being set up, or who's able to read that right. And luckily for myself and some other returners, you know, I'm able to catch the ball pretty well back there and make the most of it.
Marcus McGlynn, who played before you, was a cornerback, was a punt returner, and you did some of those duties as well. Did you guys ever talk some shop about different techniques and things?
Yeah, absolutely. Marcus and I, we were both very close coming in. He was a sophomore, I was a freshman, and we kind of gelled immediately. I kind of looked at him. He was a kid I looked at as, you know, who to be on this team, and he showed me a lot of tips that helps a lot, you know, to this day in every game that I play, or whether it's, you know, getting my T plan or breaking on a ball or catching a punt. So he's definitely modeled kind of who player I am today.
Which one is more difficult, Dylan, being a punt returner or a kickoff returner?
I think, I won't call them difficult, but I'll say there's a little more maybe pressure on punt return because the guys behind you a lot faster. So there's not much room for error. So if you do make that error, everyone sees it. So there's a little more pressure on the punt returner.
Are you the one that's responsible on the punt for making the fair catch, or are you relying on somebody else back there with you as well?
Yeah, depending. We have, you know, two different packages. With one returner back there, it's kind of all on the one returner back there. He sees, you know, people are getting close to him, and you know, you get the fair catch sign. If you think you have room to maybe got missed and get some few extra yards, and you know, you try to do that. But if we have our two returners back there, the other returner that's not getting the ball, yell fair catch, so they let you know that someone's going to be close, so you can concentrate on catching the ball.
Are there any challenges that come with getting prepared for the special team side of things, as far as getting practice reps in, or maybe watching film and getting prepared that way?
Yeah, I mean, throughout practice we have our designated periods where we do our special teams and individual time where all I'm doing is catch and punch or kick, so I get a lot of practice that way. But I think the film preparation helps as well, so you can see how teams cover down on whether it's a punt return or kick return, and see where your space might be, where depending on what type of return you have set up.
Dylan, you're from Lake Central High School, St. John, Indiana. We haven't had a lot of players from Indiana. We've had a few. What interested you? What got you interested in coming up to Whitewater for football?
I think kind of just the legacy here, and I know Kevin Bolus, Coach Bolus, actually, my uncle's the one who forwarded him my information. So I kind of got the ball rolling. He contacted me and got me in contact with Coach Moreland at the time. And initially, I was recruited here as a wide receiver. And then when I came on my visit, I was asked if I would play cornerback, and I said, whatever it takes. And as long as I get on the field, I'll do whatever it takes. So that's kind of how I have it.
I think I read that you were the 2011 Defensive Back of the Year in Indiana?
Yeah.
And they wanted you to play wide receiver and settled for cornerback.
Right. I played both in high school. We had a pretty good team in high school, so I was fortunate enough to play both ways there. And I was looking anywhere I can to continue my career and play college football. And so that's what they wanted me to play. I'm going to play it.
How has your academic career gone so far here at Whitewater?
It's going very well. From in the finance industry, or not the industry, but finance area as well right now, and I like it a lot, and I like what things have in store for me ahead.
And you've been on the WYAC Scholastic Honor Roll the last 3 years, so congratulations on that. What are your plans once you graduate?
I'm not sure. Hoping to find a job somewhere and just be able to work. I mean, I'll take whatever's given to me.
When I read a lot of the players' bios, I see lots of guys who enjoy the Green Bay Packers. I saw New England Patriots on your list. Is there a big Patriots contingent in Indiana?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just myself. My friends give me a lot of crap for it, but I was like the Tom Brady story and what he's about and how he's come about in the NFL and what he's made of himself, and I just like his story.
Packers and Patriots might play each other in a meaningful game.
Yeah, they had a chance last year with the Packers. I know if Aaron Rodgers maybe a little healthier, they would have been there, so hopefully it happens this year.
Let's talk a little bit about last weekend's game. Of course, we talked about the big interception you had late in the ball game. You are a senior, and Coach Bullis talked about how proud he was of the seniors this past week. After, I guess you could say, the shock or the frustration of the game is over, and you had a chance to kind of put things in perspective, what was the first thing you were thinking about when you got back working with the team this week in practice and so on and so forth?
Just gotta put it in the past. We have to move on. We can't dwell on it. We can't let it affect this, the future game, whether it's tomorrow night or throughout the season. We gotta move on. There's nothing we can do about it. We can only control what we can control. As cliche as that sounds, but it's the truth. And we gotta take care of business and do what we can from here on out.
Coach Bullis mentioned you guys were all pretty eager to turn the page, and how important or how fortunate do you think it is that there's a Friday night game here that maybe focus your attention a little quicker on the next opponent?
Yeah, I think that's gives us a day earlier to play a game and get after some other colors out there. So it's nice to play around, like Coach said, fast and physical. We've been flying around practice all week, and I think guys are ready to get the name back for Whitewater football.
Last home game we had was with Platteville, and we had a record crowd for that ball game, and I'm expecting a good crowd tomorrow night. What's your experience like playing at Perkins Stadium here in your career?
It's awesome. I mean, every game, fans are here tailgating. I don't know, 4 hours early before the game. You see the giant purple tents everywhere. I know my family gets here pretty early. I don't know if there's another experience like that, at the D3 level. So it's an honor and blessing to be able to play here and experience that.
What's the atmosphere in the locker room before a game? We see the tailgates and things as fans, but what's it like when the team's getting prepared?
Everyone's got their own kind of different thing. We have our sound system in the locker room that people choose what music to put on, but everyone has their own set of headphones if they want to listen to their own stuff. Or some guys just maybe they want quiet until you get a certain area of the locker room and just focus on their play sheet or offense, their calls or defensive checks, whatever they need to do to get ready. So everyone kind of has their own little thing that they do.
All right, very good. Dylan, we thank you for joining us this evening. Congratulations on the career that you've had here at Whitewater, and hopefully you've got several more games to come yet this year as a senior, and we wish you good luck coming up tomorrow night against La Crosse.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Dylan Morang joining us this evening here on our coaching program, and quarterback here on Pool 6.5. When we come back, the soup will be on. Pal Spadonsky will be joining us as we continue from the Second Salem Brewing here in Whitewater on Pool 106.5 and online at 940WFAW.com.